Welcome to this tutorial on Vault AWS Auth, a comprehensive guide to understanding the concept of authenticating with AWS using HashiCorp Vault. Vault is a popular secrets management tool that helps secure sensitive data, and AWS Auth is a crucial component of its functionality. To begin, let's define what Vault AWS Auth is. It is a method of authenticating with AWS using Vault, allowing users to access AWS resources without having to manage AWS access keys. This approach provides an additional layer of security and simplifies the process of managing access to AWS resources. The process of using Vault AWS Auth involves several key steps. First, you need to configure Vault to use the AWS Auth method. This involves creating an AWS Auth backend in Vault and specifying the AWS region and credentials. Once the backend is configured, you can then authenticate with Vault using your AWS credentials. One of the primary benefits of using Vault AWS Auth is that it eliminates the need to manage AWS access keys. Instead, users can authenticate with Vault using their AWS credentials, and Vault will handle the process of obtaining temporary AWS credentials. This approach provides an additional layer of security, as the temporary credentials are only valid for a short period of time. In terms of best practices, it is essential to ensure that your Vault instance is properly secured. This includes using a secure connection to communicate with Vault, as well as configuring appropriate access controls to restrict who can authenticate with Vault. Additionally, it is crucial to regularly review and update your AWS credentials to ensure that they remain secure. To illustrate the concept of Vault AWS Auth, let's consider a practical example. Suppose you have a development team that needs to access an AWS S3 bucket to retrieve application configuration files. Using Vault AWS Auth, you can configure Vault to authenticate with AWS using the development team's AWS credentials. Once authenticated, Vault will obtain temporary AWS credentials that the development team can use to access the S3 bucket. In conclusion, Vault AWS Auth provides a secure and convenient way to authenticate with AWS using HashiCorp Vault. By eliminating the need to manage AWS access keys and providing an additional layer of security, Vault AWS Auth is an essential tool for any organization that uses AWS. By following best practices and configuring Vault properly, you can ensure that your AWS resources remain secure and accessible to authorized users.